Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Welcome to the morning drive here. Quite a commute we have. Let's talk about Xbox again. And I don't mean to harp on these guys, but this is just positive hate, man. Let me tell you, these people have lost the script. Miss Leslie over here is making unfortunate statements that reveal, the thing here is it reveals the office culture at Xbox, and it's sad. This way of thinking, it is more like a cult than anything else. This is like if you combined, those kind of religions that knock at your door and are obnoxious, with Scientology and every other cult you may think of, and they're everywhere. You can't get away from these people, especially in the video game and journalism industry. And let me tell you, from being a fan of video games and being a fan of Xbox, this is what really hurts, especially if you have from Generation X. For us, being a journalist in the past was quite a profession. It was a career where people sacrificed themselves in order to be objective and tell the truth. That is no longer the case, right? What you have is journalists that are activists for a particular point of view, and really it's, choose your point of view. Most of them are to the left, but you can say that about pretty much any journalist now because the way media is now driven by clicks. But when it comes to Xbox, it is sad to see that this reveals the mind, right, of the corporation right now that's been infected with this ideology where it's all about skin color and it's all about race. And it's racist. Everything about this tweet is racist, and not only against the white men, also the way it portrays minorities. It is just idiotic. If you guys ever wonder why people vote for these politicians that are sometimes openly not friendly to, say, minorities or immigrants, and why they still get votes for minorities, it's because it's like Chappelle said, you want your racism up front and in person, right? You don't want no hidden agendas. If somebody doesn't like you, you want a person that tells you that to your face, because then at least you're having a conversation and you don't have to wonder about how they feel. Idiots like this woman here that I don't know who the hell hired, right? What does she feel? That minorities have to fight to prove they exist. You idiot. What an idiot. Her ideology is that her skin color is superior, and she has a superior position in society because she is white. She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, right? That somehow this system is geared for skin color, and it's not. And it's proven over and over again. Who are the most successful here in America? Is it the white man? There's more of them, but per capita, absolutely not. It's Asians, it's Indians, right? I think per capita, it's even Nigerians and people from Somalia. It's people that take hard work and education over pleasure, right? Being responsible, being family oriented. And it doesn't matter if they're black, white, gray, gay, trans. Anybody who embraces good ethics is going to come out ahead. The only color that matters here in America is green. That's it. That's it. And if you're not making money, you're the one bitching. People who ask for handouts, are the ones bitching. Is this a perfect society? Absolutely not. We spend way too much money on, weapons that we're never going to use, and don't take care of our infrastructure. There is no reason, for example, like a country as rich as the US should have people living on the streets. There's no reason why a country like the US should have this level of idiots running around that graduate high school who can't do basic math. Math that in other countries, kids are doing in the 5th and 6th grade. That's a fact. So we do have a lot of problems. But those problems I just issued to you are across the board. That happens to whites, Hispanics, blacks, everybody. Homeless out there come in every flavor, let me tell you. Ignorance out there comes out in every flavor, as you can see by this woman who got this job. You want to talk about white privilege? The only white privilege I have ever seen is white people that put on tattoos, change their names, like the idiot Kotaku journalist at Kotaku, editor, whatever the hell she is, changes her name from Merchant to Mercante, and now has the balls to lecture everybody else about race issues because she changed her name, because she put a little some tattoos on there. Now she's no longer white. She's a fake Latina that can lecture you about minority issues, right? You have this executive at Xbox trying to lecture us about what it is to be minorities. These people are insane and they have no clue what they're talking about. And some of them are the biggest racists when it comes to their point of view because of your skin color. They look at you as less. Right? And they're openly racist now against their own race, somehow making it seem like, oh, look, I'm your ally because I feel this way about white men. White men are evil. Da 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 da. You know, I've met a lot of white men. Some of them are great. Some of them are assholes, right? Have I ever met a racist? Very few and far between, let me tell you. If I had to count in the number of my hands, if you live in a state like California, most of the racism is going to come from other minorities. And if you're a Hispanic especially, you know that most of the racism comes from your own family. Because let me tell you, if you don't think that minorities can be racist, you haven't traveled enough. I don't care who's listening to me out there. I don't care what race you are. There's a country where they don't fucking like you. Deal with that. Go to China. You think there's no racism in China? Jeez. You need to learn a thing or two. Go to any country. Go to Mexico. You think there's no racism in Mexico? Holy shit, are you in for a surprise? America is the most free country that you're going to be able to find, because at least here you can bitch about the racism. There's countries where you start saying shit like that, you don't wake up tomorrow, you're gone. You have no rights. These people don't even know why they have rights. They have no idea, nor will they ever sacrifice to get the freedom that they enjoy. They take everything for granted. Absolutely. And Xbox has fallen into this mentality, and it's sad to see how our industries has just gone to shit because of this woke mind virus, whatever the hell you want to call it. Idiotic Marxist ideas, because they're Marxist ideas, they're communist ideas, guys. And that's not something I'm making up. Go look at all these people's bios, go look at these organizations about pages, and they'll tell you exactly it. They'll tell you exactly what it is. And it comes straight from the colleges. Let me tell you, I'm going to college right now, and sometimes I have to bite my tongue because, you know, I just don't have time to fight with idiots. Right? But these people are going to have a hard time coming out in the real world and trying to navigate it, because nobody cares about this crap. Nobody cares about your feelings. I don't give a shit. The people listening to this don't give a shit, right? You don't get paid for feelings. You get paid for actual work, for doing something positive. And all these people that are the loudest in this video game war produce absolutely nothing. It's not the programmers that are complaining. It's not the artists that are complaining, right? It's executives trying to virtue signal. It's these consultant agencies that are running a grift, trying to be experts in minority issues. And it's just a patch for a lot of these companies just to say, hey, I hired Sweet Baby Inc. or I hired Black Girls Gaming. See, I'm diverse. And then you look at their company structure and it's anything but. So these are useful idiots, right? I'm not going to hire any minorities in any key roles. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hire this consulting firm, which is made up of, you know, whatever amount of minorities. And there you go. There's my diversity. Met my quota. Isn't that nice? Fake diversity everywhere. Are they going to write new characters? Right? New minority characters, original characters? No. They're going to reskin old ones. That's what you get. The whole thing stinks. But let me tell you what, guys. I'm going to end it with a ray of hope. You can always vote with your wallet. I'm not buying any of these games. I'm buying Stellar Blade. I'm spending my money on Helldivers 2. I put my money in, you know, whatever Nintendo game that's going to come out that has nothing to do with anything, because I don't want my kids, I don't want my grandchildren having conversations about things they're not ready to have their children, for Christ's sake. They don't need to know right now about politics or sexuality or any of that stuff. They're still kids. They can decide when they get older how they want to live their lives. They're free to do that. But as a parent, I get to choose. Not these woke idiots. Not people that are, you know, directors of companies making children's games. Not executives at Disney. It's me. It's my responsibility as a parent to bring up my kids the way I see fit. And this is the whole thing with this. Everything has eroded. Journalism is shit, right? It's been ruined. We have a video game war going on now where some of our companies are just falling into this nonsense to their detriment, because it's sad to see how great Microsoft was with Xbox at one point at the 360 era, and how it just gone downhill from there. I hope they get it straight. Vote with your wallets. Do not reward these mediocre people with your money. Let's do that. That will be a real war. All right, humans. Thank you for joining me this commute. I'll go back into enjoying my drive, but I just wanted to talk about that. My voice is getting rough already, so that's all I have to give for today. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.